What is up, boutique babies? Good morning. Welcome back to Sharon's Nail Boutique. Won't you be a doll and hit that subscribe button? And don't forget to ring that bell so you could be reminded every time I upload, as it helps me the most. I would so appreciate to have you here as a permanent subby with the rest of my boutique babies. So getting right into it, this is the last set that we did on my client, and she did lose a couple in the process. She ended up gluing one back on, which I never recommend. However, that was not coming off. She did not want to do a soak off this time around. So I did tell her that, because of the lifting, she washes her hands a lot with her job. So she does get lifting with her nails, which is not typical for my clients because of the process that I use. However, acrylic is a porous material. So when you use a lot of moisture, you sweat a lot, or you have your hands in water all the time, it's just one of those things that you kind of have to deal with. It comes with the territory. So all I'm doing is taking my fine grit tornado band and removing the previous design because it's just polish. And we have a clear base with our Mia Secret Clear. So coming up shortly, we'll be using some new products. I'll be using my NailGlayum products. I'll be using also another company that I am a new brand ambassador for, which is called Too Cute Nail Supply. They are on Instagram, so I will pop both their information right here. Now, if you want to save yourself some coins from their website, I will leave my 10% off brand ambassador discount codes in the description index below, but that's where you can find them, and you definitely want to go check them out because they have some amazing products. So moving forward, I'm just finishing removing the design from her previous set. Now, if you notice in her nails, she does have some, well, they're not current greenies, they're old greenies. So I know it's like an eyesore, but don't mind that. Her previous nail tech, wherever she was going before she came back to start seeing me, I've been doing her nails again now for the last couple sets. I want to say 2 or 3. I think this is the 3rd set that we did on her. The person she was seeing before she came back to me was not taking very good care of her nails, and you see her pinky there. She, instead of changing her sets every so often, she would just continue to put acrylic over the lifting and everything, and I never ever advise that because first of all, it's a fungus and it needs to be killed. It needs to be exposed to the air and cleaned with alcohol before you could just move on and put another tip on and more product. Now, like I said, it's an eyesore. I promise you that's been taken care of already. I've taken off her previous set before this one, before the last jelly one that we did. We did a brand new set. So we killed the greenie and exposed it to the air. Once it's exposed to the air, it's dead. It's no longer living once you clean it and disinfect it and all that. So you just be mindful of those things. You don't want to send your clients away with stuff like this still active. You want to make sure that you clean and scrub the nail plate with your isopropyl alcohol to make sure that you kill that virus. So, or fungus rather, sorry. Moving forward, I'm just filling in that back space where she's had some grow out. And overall, her nails look really good. She did have some typical lifting, which is kind of normal for people who always have moisture on their hands or always washing their hands, stuff like that. So don't fret, my dolls. You will have those clients that come in that their nails look crazy, and then you have most of your clients where the products work as they're supposed to for them. So it just depends on what the person does for a living, how they take care of their nails. All those things come into play. So this is the one I had to replace, the one that fell off that she didn't end up putting back on. So I just made sure I went in with all her prep and put on a new tip, and now we're just building that nail. So I come in with a few beads as I'm using my smaller aqua handle brush that I have from years and years ago. Some of my old brushes are just so comfortable for me, and they look nasty because I've been using them since 2015 just about, but they're good brushes and they still work. So yeah, I'm a very frugal person, I guess. I love to splurge, don't get me wrong. I have such a hard time doing it though. Like, I'll have stuff in my cart ready to go and I'll look at the price and I'll be like, I really don't want to spend that much. I like to hoard money. I don't know why. And I have an obsession with new things. I don't know. It's just, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's not. Maybe there's a lot of other people out there like that. But I have an obsession with having new things. And it's so crazy because it's got to be like my ADHD or something, because I lose interest in things and then I'll come back to them and then I'll lose interest and it's just so weird. And nails are that for me. I love doing nails so much. It has allowed me to express my artistic side that I haven't really been able to do throughout my life. You know, I should have probably been like an actress. That's where my life was heading, but I ended up, you know, choosing the wrong path for my life when I was younger, and now I have to deal with those repercussions. But that's why I always kind of give advice to other people about certain steps they take, because it can be the difference between regret for the rest of your life and you having that life you've always dreamed of and imagined. So it's never too late though. You know, my birthday's coming up. I'll be 37 this Sunday, but it's never too late to live out your dreams. And that's what I'm trying to do now. I would like to be able to leave a legacy to my children, even though it's taken me this long. You know, my dream is to have my own warehouse with my own products and my own label and all that. And I see it happening for so many other people. And I just want to let you know, just because you see it happening for so many other people, it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen for you. It just means it's not your time yet. That's all. You just have to keep working hard. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to give up. So, you know, may take me a little bit longer than some others, but, you know, to each his own. I love watching like a clear acrylic process, just filling in the nails. It's so cool to watch because you can see it much better. So I move on to the next hand, and that pointer finger there I actually wanted to replace because of her taking it off and just kind of like gluing it back on, but she didn't want to take it off. She didn't want to like take the time to take it off because we already had such a long set that we had to do. So if anybody knows about hand-drawn hand-drawn or freehand nail art, drawing things, just anything, if it's intricate, whatever, it has lines, shading, all that stuff, it can take a while. So just the nails alone, me having to get her lifting off, filling them in, filing, shaping, buffing, all that in of itself was like a couple hours, okay? Then you put in the drawing and decorating, all that. That's another couple hours. So all told, you're gonna have like a 4 to 6 hour set, depending on what you're drawing. So if you don't believe me, you could ask other people that do hand-drawn nail art. Not all hand-drawn nail art is going to take that long, but if you're doing intricate stuff, especially like cartoon work, stuff like that, and I did a lot of designs on each of her fingers, so stay tuned for that because I've left that all in this video. If you want to skip ahead to that part, you may do so. Obviously, I don't have any ads in here at the moment, so, you know, help yourself if you want to skip ahead. And I've tried to cut out as much as I could. So just gonna fill in the rest of this and move on and paint the nails using our Voxery, aka Rosalind Nude Gel Polish set. I actually reviewed that several weeks back and the colors are amazing. So I used one of the nudes from there. It was perfect for this set as we wanted a nude background. So yeah, everything came out looking nice. And I actually, at the end, I cleaned up underneath her nails as well because they do get sometimes a little dirty just from all the work that she does. She works a lot with her hands and she's constantly washing her hands. So yeah, we cleaned like scrub the entire tip surface and underneath with 70% isopropyl alcohol. So now we're moving on to filing and shaping, just making sure to get those tips back into their nice tapered square shape. And my tips that I used were the No-See Curve Square by GELLA. I'll leave the link for that in the description index below. Just making sure those are all set. And we come in with the Volcano bit that you saw me use in the beginning. I love this bit. I actually have to get a new one. And I need to get a bit cleaner. That's super important. This dust collector you see me using, I've had for a while. It works really, really well, actually. Really good, actually, for being such a small dust collector. As you can see, all that blue, that's all from her removal. Remember, we removed the previous set in the beginning, so all that blue got sucked in. Most of your dust will be in this dust collector. You will get some sporadically kind of blow wherever, but for the most part, it all goes in there. And yeah, it's a pretty good, I'm using my NailGlayum. Sorry, I can't speak this morning. I'm using my NailGlayum nail buffer, and it worked so good. I love it. And we used the cuticle oil from NailGlayum as well. So we're just getting out my Gellen ombre brush. I took out 3 brushes, not really knowing which one I was going to use, but I ended up just using the ombre brush that you stroke in between the 2 colors, because I did a 3-color ombre on the ring finger on a right hand and a kind of 2-tone ombre on the flame nail on the pinky on this hand. I'm going in now with my Perfect Summer 4-piece nail essential set, and I'm using the nail strengthener, as it's like a thick gel. And the reason why I used it on her is because the surface of her nails, you know, I just wanted to kind of build it up a little bit more to have it be like a smooth, really smooth finish, and give it a nice kind of unified look, if that makes any sense. Just giving whatever, if any of the nails had spots that were kind of not even, when you come in with a nail strengthener, because of how thick it is, it'll fill in those pores and just kind of make the surface perfect. And I felt like it was already perfect for the most part. I just wanted to give her a little bit more leveledness to the nail, just in case. So this is the nude from Voxery's Rosalind Nude Collection, and it's a number polish. It doesn't have a name, so I will leave the number of the polish in the description index below from the nude set itself. I did review this in a few videos back, so you can go to that video if you'd like. I will leave the link for them in this index below, but if you also want to head back to that video and just check out the review of the polishes, you are more than welcome to do so. I end up coming in on the nails with 2 coats, and then on a couple of them I do a 3rd just to fill in any kind of translucent parts. So one thing about the nude polish that I noticed is that, I guess it just depends maybe, but it seemed a little, maybe I should have shook it more, I don't know, but it seemed a little kind of see how it's like a little streaky? And so then I come in with my 2nd coat, and it starts to kind of fill in those parts a little bit better, and it's looking more solid now. I prefer a gel that when I put it down, I don't have to keep coming in with multiple coats. I know that sometimes you're gonna have gels like that, but with gels that should be opaque on the first one, it's more irritating than anything, because it takes up time. And if any of you know, what you do, being a nail tech, time is everything. Time is money, literally. And I wouldn't have been able to do anybody else's nails after this set because of how long it took. So you have to be mindful of that too. If you're going to be doing sets that take, you know, a while, then you want to book accordingly. Like when I used to have a booking service and stuff, I would book like 4 hours in between each client, just in case, you know, especially because if you're just starting, sets take a long time. It's not just you, trust me. It is not just you. So just don't be too hard on yourself. It'll, you know, you'll get there. Just trust the process. You know, that's what you always hear, especially in the nail game. Trust the process, which you have to really, because, you know, everybody takes time to learn. No one really gets it on the first try. And if you do, then you're something special, seriously. Because doing nails, it takes a lot of patience. You have to keep your hands steady. If you have shaky hands, it definitely affects the process. You have to make sure you're taking care of yourself health-wise, because if you're not eating properly or staying hydrated, your nails or your hands are going to be even more shaky. So you just have to keep all that in mind. Doing nails is so much fun. The financial freedom of it, I mean, you can make so much money in 1 week doing nails. It's insane. Just in one day, you can make so much money. I mean, it's comparable to like stripper money, like good stripper money, you know? So, you know, depending on the nails that you'll be doing, that's what you'll command for your sets, and you'll deserve it because your time, your product, everything goes into it. So now I'm coming in with my Beetle's gel liners, and this is in the purple color. I'll leave the list of all the products and the names that I used in the description index below. But this is from their rainbow set with the blue, the yellow, the green, the purple, and I believe a pink and orange. So pink, orange, yellow, green, blue. Yeah, so the 6 colors of the rainbow, basically. And Beetle's gel liners are so rich and pigmented. I love using them. I'm also using my SXC Dream Liner gel liners. So I was looking for a color comparable to the one in the picture that you see there. That's where I got my inspiration from. It is a nail tech on Instagram. I will leave her information below. I also shouted her out in the picture that I posted, because if I can find the person, I'm definitely going to give credit where it's due, because obviously this was not my idea and it didn't come out exactly how I wanted it, but it came out good enough, and I really enjoyed the process. It did take a long time. My back was killing me, but it was so worth it. These came out so dope. And yeah, drawing Frenchies isn't my forte usually, but I get there in the end. I try to just flip the hand around like this so I could get even lines every single time. And you're going to get it from their point of view, not just yours. So you know that it's straight. And I'm just measuring the French reverse nail bed because I want to make sure that they're both the same length on both hands. So now I'm just filling that in. Make sure I give it that color it needs. And we'll be doing little ghosts on this with a bat, some like twinkling stars in the background. We're going to make them look kind of like 3D-ish, kind of like airbrushed look in a way with some of the details. We'll do a pumpkin on the opposite hand on the middle finger, a 3-tone ombre on the ring finger on the opposite hand. Okay, this one's going to have a little pumpkin on it, some ghosts, and a bat on this pointer. And on the other one, it'll be ghosts. Oh, I was supposed to do the same thing on both sides. See, because her phone died before we were able to finish all the art, so I had to literally like go back and forth between recording and looking at the picture on my phone. So my memory, like especially my short-term memory lately, has been getting, I don't know what's going on with me. But if anyone has any suggestions that I could use as far as vitamins or anything like that to kind of help with my brain activity or just my memory and stuff like that, my cognitive abilities, I would greatly appreciate that, because I'm only 36, bro. I'll be 37 this Sunday, and I feel like I'm damn near 80, and yeah, can't be having that. So on this nail, I'm coming in with my SXC pink from the Dreamliner set, and I believe this is actually just the primary color ones. And then I'll come in with the like lavender from the glow part and ombre the two colors with each other with the ombre brush from Gellen. And of course, I will leave that in the index below for you as per usual. So I'm just going to be filling in this flame that we got going here. And when I get down to a certain point, I add in that glow in the dark lavender color. Kind of just add a little bit of a glob there. And then I'll take my ombre brush from Gellen and I'll start going back and forth and ombreing the two. It looked so good. This was my actual first time using one of these ombre brushes. And I felt like I did a really good job. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below, ladies and gents. I had so much fun doing this set. You know, I really need to just get my butt in gear and do a set on myself and stop messing around because I get so lazy. I'll just say I get lazy and I have so much stuff out there and I don't know what it is with me lately, but I'm just like going through this funk where I cannot find my love for stuff lately. And it's just been really difficult. I don't know why it's happening. I feel like I'm kind of going through like what you would consider like a midlife crisis, but I'm not midlife. It's so weird. Anyways, I hope to get it together soon because yeah, it's not working. But I'm just going through these and adding like some dimension to it, kind of making it look like it's more kind of 3D-ish or airbrushed in a way. And this pinky, I was able to mimic the right one. You know, my lines were a little bit kind of off from hers, but I think I really got there in the end. I'm adding like these stitch lines to it because it was kind of like a Frankenstein type of patchy look on the pinky, and then there's squares, one in this pink and then another one in that lavender purple I used, the glow in the dark one. So I'm using the hot pink from Beetles, and then I come in with that glow lavender color from SXC, and then I'll do the patch lines, like the stitch lines on those as well. And then I come in with this purple from Beetle's Galaxy liner collection. And I'll come back in with the purple from the rainbow one. Start doing lines. I do lines with that color and then the light glow lavender in between each one. So I'll do the dark purple, then the lavender, dark purple, then the lavender. And I do it on each side. So cute. I love how these turned out. I really do. I'm going to leave you guys here to watch the rest. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, any type of ideas, maybe you want to do a collaboration or you just want to see something in particular, feel free. Do not be a stranger. Do not be shy. Pop it in the comments below. I always comment back to my subbies, or even if you're not my subbie, I always comment back. And I always show love to people who show love to me, even ones who don't, because I'm a lover, not a fighter, and that's just how I am. But I'm also doing princess pouches. I'm probably going to have about 3 of them. They're going to have so many nail goodies in them. I'll have those for sale. So I'll be doing a video of those soon. I'm getting this nail journey going, and I'm really kicking it into high gear because I hope in 5 years from now to have my own warehouse with my own products. And you got to start somewhere. My husband just bought me the Cricut. I'm making labels. I'm doing it up creative style. So I'm making princess pouches again, and they are new and improved and definitely princess pouch 2.0. So yeah, which means better than the last ones. But they've always been cool. You know, they've always had a lot of cool goodies in there. So you'll have a file, you'll have nail stickers, you'll have a container with a bunch of different nail arts that you can use, such as dried flowers, stones, alloys, all types of stuff. I'm putting in a custom acrylic mix of mine. I am putting in custom glitter stackers and glitter mixes, a container of Swarovskis and decals, and just, it's gonna be cool. So I suggest you stick around here, and because those will be up soon. There will be pretty affordable. So definitely good price, competitively priced. And you will not want to miss out on those because they're going to be super, super cute and sparkly. So hopefully you will come back for those. And yeah, I'll leave you guys here. I'm just drawing a pumpkin here. I'm putting a white base before I fill it in with pink. So yep, that's what I'm doing there. And I'll just leave you guys here to watch the rest. I love you all so, so much. I could talk through this whole video, so I don't want to. I'm gonna leave you guys here. I love you all. I love you all so, so much. And I hope you'll subscribe. Smash that like button and don't forget to hit the bell too so you can be reminded every time I upload. You guys already know the drill. I'm sure you hear it 50 million times a day. But I have to tell you, because if I don't tell you, then you won't remember, you know? So I'll see y'all later, boutique babies. I love you all so, so much. Don't forget to hit that like button and share if you don't mind as well so we can continue to grow out of control. All right, babies. Bye.